place that you want to sit. We'll take a couple of deep breaths and just settle into our practice. This week we are focusing on nourishing the inner self. And we'll be moving through our practice today, doing a little bit of mobility. So there'll be a little more movement today, but it's a little different than what we're used to. But mobility is a part of like nourishing our bodies in a different way, giving it access to practices that over time we'll be able to create more movement in our body, and maybe we won't feel so stuck. So I am bringing forward a little variation in our practice today. We'll start with some gentle movement and work up to more of the mobility and then wind back down. So our practice for the month is focusing on transitioning into stillness, transitioning into the season of fall, and really deepening these practices of self-care and finding inner warmth and preparing us for this season. So our practice will be relaxing, but also nourishing to the body, mind, and soul, preparing us for this transition. So take a moment here just to set an intention around this theme of nourishing the mind, the body, and the spirit. And maybe just identifying one thing that you would like to let go of in this season. It can be a pattern, thought, habit, something you'd like to release. We'll begin with a breathwork practice of Durga Pranayama, and we've done this practice before, so it may be a refresher. But we'll be breathing into the chest and the lungs, and then filling the belly, and then reversing the order. So we'll be breathing in, taking in the breath through the chest and the lungs, let it fill, then the belly, and then exhaling from the belly, chest, and lungs. So we're just filling the chest and lungs, then the belly, and exhaling belly first, chest, and lungs. So take some time here to breathe into those spaces, to follow that pattern of breath, creating a sense of space and calm within. 3 more rounds. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Find butterfly. You can place the blocks underneath your knees or your thighs if you'd like to feel more supported. We'll find a nice tall spine, lengthening the crown towards the sky. And then exhale, walking the hands out and just letting the head hang heavy here if you would like. You can also just stay in that upright position. As we breathe here, we're filling the body and just allowing it to soften and release. Let the breath fill the body, nourish the body. Really focus our intention on our base of our spine and the earth beneath us. Exhaling, grounding and releasing. Letting go of any tension. And inhale, walk the hands back. Bring the head up last and just roll the shoulders down the back. Maybe take a couple of gentle neck rolls here, bringing the chin towards the chest and just slowly moving from side to side. Just beginning to kind of wake up our spine a little here. We'll come into child's pose. So you can bring your blanket to your mat. A little cushion for our knees here. Bringing the knees towards the edges of the mat and walking the hands out, sinking the hips down, and letting the head come to a block or to the earth. And as you breathe here, just rest and imagine yourself being held by the earth. Imagine yourself being held by Mother Earth. And take this time just to connect with feeling supported and nourished by your breath. So each breath in, inhaling and drawing the breath into the chest and the belly. And just breathing there. And take about 10 breaths here at your own pace. Gaze comes towards the fingertips, and we'll just shift onto our bellies, bringing the legs out behind us, and just finding Sphinx pose. We're going to bring our arms actually closer to the edge of the mat, a little less of a back bend here. Just opening the heart center, letting the legs rest on the earth, just breathing into the belly and the heart space. Here we're just imagining our heart opening to receive the nourishment it needs. Each inhale, we're just softening And each exhale, allowing some sense of release. And exhale, lower all the way down. And bring the hands under the shoulders. Press back and find tabletop. And place the blanket under your knees for support. And we can even tuck the toes here just for a little more stability. We'll be doing dynamic thread the needle. So we're going to be reaching the left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, just feeding it through this space. We're not coming all the way to the mat. Just feeding it through and flowing through these up towards the sky and reaching through as far as you'd like, as far as you feel comfortable. We'll do 10 on each side at your own pace. Inhaling as we draw the arm up. Exhaling as we thread through. Whenever you're ready, coming back through tabletop and then switching to the opposite side, 10 on the other side. And coming back through tabletop, we'll step or walk the right foot forward to meet the hands. We'll come up into that lunge, raising up on the inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to swing that back foot to the other side of the mat and find that warrior two. Take some time here to find where you want to be. Your front foot should be somewhat perpendicular to the back leg. And we're going to just do some warrior lunges here. So on the exhale, we're just going to lunge forward gently and inhale, draw back. And we're just going to do 10 on each side at your own pace. And you can release the arms and put them at your hips if you'd like. If the arms are a little much. On the last one, keep that lunge forward and we'll swing back around, walking or stepping that right foot back. And just coming back through tabletop, maybe extending that right leg back, just stretching, tucking the toes, stretching into the back of that leg. Moving to the opposite side when you're ready. Stepping or walking the other foot forward to meet the hands. Pressing through the sole of that foot. Inhaling, reaching all the way up. And exhale, slowly open into that warrior position. Make any adjustments you need, maybe walking that foot in a little. And when you're ready, exhale, lunge forward. 10 on this side. Inhale back. Exhale, 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Exhale, lunge forward, plant the hands, and step or walk that foot back. We'll just take a brief child's pose here. Bringing the big toes together and sending the hips back. Bring the mind to the earth. Just release any thoughts of judgment, inviting that nourishment, affirming that we're here with a growth mindset. And we'll bring the gaze back towards the fingertips and walk the hands back, coming back in to tabletop. Tuck the toes and take your first downward dog. Raising the hips, pressing back, bending the knees as much as you need. Just take 5 breaths here. And gaze comes towards the hands. And we can tiptoe, slowly coming all the way up to the mat. Move our blanket out of the way for a minute. And then inhale, half lift, flat back. And exhale, fold forward, bending the knees. Inhale, press through the soles of the feet. And circle, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands at your sides. Just finding mountain pose here. Feet hip distance apart. Just rolling the shoulders back and tucking the tailbone gently, grounding through the soles of the feet. Just take a couple of breaths here, just to recenter, to find your footing. We'll be taking a couple chair poses with a pulse. So chair pose, we inhale, bringing the arms up, and then as we exhale, we sit back like we're sitting in a chair. So go ahead and try that. Just inhaling, circle, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, sitting back. Knees bent. Weight is in the heels, the soles of the feet. We're shifting our weight backwards, but finding our center. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale all the way up, pressing through the soles of the feet. So we'll find chair pose. Circle, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, chair. And then a little pulse. And inhale. Circle, sweep again. Exhale, chair. And then a little pulse. Up and down. So 3 more. Last one. And bring the hands to heart center. Squat lunges, split lunges. We'll be stepping the right foot back, and then just a little pulse here, and coming forward. So we're going to be alternating on each side, and we'll do 5 on each side. So exhale, step back, inhale, come forward. Exhale, opposite foot, step back, come forward. Yep. Try coming on just the ball mound of the foot. Three. 2. Last one each side. Okay, find mountain pose. We'll move through a little bit of a flow to get us back to our mats. Inhale, circle, sweeping up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, planting the hands and stepping back. Now we can move our blanket back to our mat to support our knees. We'll come into tabletop, and we're just going to press back into this plank from your knees. This is where we're at now. So on the exhale, we're just pressing back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward. We're going to move nice and slow. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. And you can come to your own pace of breath, whatever you'd like. You can count 3 or 4 or 5. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. Come back through center, and we'll come to our back on the mat. the knees hip distance apart, knees bent. And we'll just draw the knees in towards the body, giving them a little squeeze, and a little rock side to side. Go nice and slow here. And grabbing onto the back of our thighs here with our knees bent at a 90-degree angle. We'll just alternate kind of stretching our legs back and forth. So on the inhale, the right leg extends. Exhale, switch to the other side. So we're kind of slowly kicking our legs here. Just moving with the breath, nice and easy. And we'll extend both legs up, point and flex the toes. And draw the knees in, interlacing behind the right thigh or under the right knee, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, extending the left leg out. And then switching to the opposite side. And releasing both feet back down to the mat. We'll just slowly windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And whenever the knees are towards the right, go ahead and let them fall to the right, maybe drawing them in slightly or shifting the hips and finding a twist, bringing the arms out to a T. And gaze coming over the left fingertips here. And you can place a block under your thighs if you'd like, just to reduce that load on the lower back, or maybe one between the knees. Just making sure we're taking care of our spine. And as we breathe here, just thinking about releasing any tension in the belly, any trapped emotions or feelings that may need to be released. And inhale, drawing the knees back through center. Giving them a little squeeze in towards the body. And then moving into the opposite side. And inhale, coming back through center. And bring the legs out long, take a big stretch. And then find how you would like to rest for the meditation. Finding Shavasana, or taking any pose that feels comfortable to you. Taking a big cleansing breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. Just let go of anything that did or didn't happen today as expected. Let go of the practice. And just find a place to rest and receive. Notice the earth beneath you, supporting you, and just allow yourself to relax, releasing any tension or stress that you might be holding. Feel the steady support of the earth holding you, connecting you to the rhythm of nature. Imagining that for a moment you identify as a tree. Each exhale, you're preparing to shed your leaves, releasing what no longer serves you, and beginning to take that journey inward, especially as we head into the shadow season. Feel the earth's energy rise through your roots, through the soles of your feet, through your legs, and into your body. Allow it to bring you fully into the present moment. Imagine a soft golden light radiating from your heart center, filling the entire body with a sense of peace and calm. Set the intention here to connect with the energy of stillness. Fall is a time of drawing inward and slowing down, of being with ourselves in a deeper, more reflective way. As you breathe, allow yourself to be open to the energy of stillness. There's nothing to do, nothing to fix, nowhere to go. Just be here in this moment with your breath, your body, with your heart. We are transitioning into shadow season, so I invite you to bring your awareness to the concept of shadow. In this quiet space, allow any thoughts, emotions, or aspects of yourself that you've pushed aside to gently come to the surface. And these could be fears, doubts, patterns, wounds you've carried for a long time. As these shadows arise, know that you are held in a safe, healing space. There's no need to judge or resist these parts of yourself. Simply observe them, acknowledge them with compassion, and understand that they are a part of you. They're here to teach you something about your path, about your journey. Notice any areas within the body that you feel sensation, and allow the breath to guide healing energy and bring light into these shadow spaces, illuminating them with love, acceptance, and understanding. With each breath, feel these shadows softening, integrating them and transmuting them. They are not here to harm you. They are here to help you grow. And by acknowledging them, you are reclaiming parts of yourself that have been hidden. And in doing so, you become more whole. Visualize yourself standing in a quiet forest, maybe a fall landscape. The leaves around you are gently falling. The air is cool and crisp. As you stand in this forest, take a moment to feel the deep stillness around you. This stillness is not empty, it's full of wisdom, full of possibility and healing. Allow yourself to absorb this stillness. As the trees release their leaves, feel yourself releasing anything you've been holding on to that no longer serves you. You don't need to carry it into the coming months of rest and reflection. With each exhale, let something go. An old belief, a fear, an expectation. Just as the trees shed their leaves, you too can release with ease. Here in this sacred, quiet moment, the energy of fall invites you to slow down, to be with yourself in the wholeness of who you are, the light and the shadow, both equally important in your journey of healing and growth. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, send gratitude to yourself for taking this time to connect, to heal, and to honor your shadows. They are a part of your transformation, just as the leaves are a part of the forest cycle renewal. Gently bring your awareness back to your body, back to the room, the space. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice of nourishing our mind, body, and spirit as we head into this season of fall, into a season